improve their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
38-yard line.
Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
13 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
With Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't have...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. On the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The former Ohio State Buckeye, Dwayne Haskins, ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25. And looks to throw. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5. They're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Washington.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
10-0.
They'll run on first down. Brown. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And then it's 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Washington.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
A run here with Brown, and he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The Washington first down.
On play action, Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Washington.
Here's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins, just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
9. Seahawks 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Carson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
It's 3rd and 10.
Steps away to his left. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Sanders' kick is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Washington 12. Seahawks.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will start. Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Left side complete to Lockett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now this throw caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Brown on the carry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Haskins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He was
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They run again with Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
The pass.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
He is good. Makes this Washington 18. Seahawks.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Right back to Brown. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing now is Haskins. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even